South Africa's African Rainbow Minerals is the latest casualty, with over 600 workers set to lose their jobs. The Beeshoek mine, a joint venture between ARM and Assor, has been placed on care and maintenance. AMSA Newcastle was its sole client.
On the 30th of June 2024, AMSA stopped with a long-term supply contract to Beeshoek mine, which means that from that point onwards, we could only sell ore to AMSA on a month-to-month basis. And during that time, we investigated alternative options, but we could not find any because the export line is fully committed by other customers.
AMSA's plans to cease its Newcastle operations first surfaced in 2023, despite intense negotiations and a government bailout of $54 million. Arcelor said it was still running at a loss. The state-owned IDC's attempt to buy the mine for $500 million has also fallen flat.
People can now come in and make offers. The problem is the longer the deal goes on for, the less likely it is going to be that you get a buyer at a good price. And the asset is depreciating as time passes. And the mines obviously need someone who can beneficiate the iron ore, and the only company in South Africa doing that is Mittal. So those two, their fortunes are completely tied together.
AMSA's demise highlights a number of challenges over the years, the high cost of electricity being the biggest. Unfortunately, government's new 10-point economic plan, meant to provide preferential electricity tariffs for the steel industry, came too late for Arcelor. Government policy has also made it difficult to compete.
The IDC has this enormous exposure to the mini mills of about 14 billion rand, possibly more by now. And so that exposure means that the book of the IDC is essentially protected by the policies. So all of the scrap metal policies, which artificially lower the cost of scrap and keep incentivizing more companies to come on board, the IDC requires those policies to secure their book. So government is unlikely to walk back any of those policies because it's a risk.
ARM says it will review alternatives to see if the mine is still viable.
We have had various inquiries from other interested parties to look to see if they can do something meaningful with Beeshoek mine, and we are open to those inquiries, which has now formally kicked off. So I really hope that we can find something, but I cannot promise anything that it will be viable or could be viable for the future of Beeshoek mine.
Most miners with a cost base heavily reliant on ArcelorMittal's offtake are facing a similar fate. Already over 5,000 direct jobs have been lost, with a further 100,000 indirect jobs at stake. Sumisha Nadu, CGTN, Johannesburg.